everybody, we are handheld today because I wanted to talk a little bit about something I brought up a couple of weeks ago, which is balance and how that comes from the DJ world and how I've been able to bring some of that into my personal life as well. 30 years in the DJ business, you hang out with DJs because, you know, the real people in the world all have weekends off and we don't. But I've had a chance to do some really great things as a result of attending conventions, and really a big part of today is to beg you to start going to conventions if you don't already go. And I'll give you some more reasons, but let's talk about the personal side for just a second. One of my great friends in this business, a guy by the name of Mike Walter, most of you will know who that is. He is a, born and raised in Queens, New York, lives now in New Jersey, and for some reason roots for the Dallas Cowboys. As a result, he doesn't ever get to wear shirts that say things like, NFC Championship, Super Bowl bound, things like that. Sorry, Mike, but I would never know Mike if I hadn't gone to conventions, which is a really great thing. So I get to see great guys like Mike. I've people I know in Wisconsin, friends in Wisconsin, Jeff and Russ and Roger, who live in Wisconsin, and I mean really like every state of the union. I wanted to show you a little bit of what I have kind of going in my office here. So I have like a lot of these pictures all over the place of stuff I've done. I kind of change them up now from time to time. This is my home office. And I don't know how well you'll be able to see this, but like if you see this picture right here, that is, 20 friends of mine from Mobile Beat. Marcello, again, a guy I never would have met had it not been for attending conventions. Marcello's taught me a lot about the business side of this. I've had an opportunity to watch him perform at a wedding, and he's amazing. Hopefully I've shared some ideas with him over the years. He certainly has shared some with me, but that has now become a friendship. He's put together this walk, and all of these guys that are on this walk are guys who have been friends of mine, and I've had a chance to go all over the place and do that. If you look at some of these pictures, you see this one up here where it's me on the Bridge of the Gods trailhead, and that was on the way back from visiting a friend of mine in Spokane who I met only through conventions, Darren Anderson, and so I got a chance to go up and see him there. If you look at this picture here, this is a group of all the people that were on our Half Dome trip from 2016, so 4 years ago now, amazingly. And on that trip, Quayne Toll from St. Louis, Mark Farrell from Mammoth Lakes, those are guys I never would have met, but two of my best friends, not just in the business, but just two wonderful friends of mine. Another trip, completely separate trip there, that's me along with a couple of local friends who we've traveled to many conventions together with, Brandon and Cammie, and we're with Mark on a trip. So, I mean, I could go on and on with this, but we just came back from New Zealand and Australia, where I got to visit with Nick and Mandy Logan, Richard Mills, Serge Oliveri, Glenn and Miranda McKay, people I would never have met had it not been for attending conventions. We did last year a 30-day cross-country trip, and I saw friends in Memphis, actually all through Tennessee, in Texas, in Georgia. Really, I can go to just about any state in the union and see this guy. So the point of this is this: I made a lot of money with everything I learned at conventions. Way back when I discovered Bobby Morgenstein and his bar mitzvah tapes, VHS tapes, and I bought those, and that taught me so much about bar mitzvahs. I would never have known about those had I not attended conventions. I literally made tens of thousands of dollars that I otherwise would not have made. That made me a better wedding DJ. So, and in fact, that gave me the idea as I began doing my own seminars to create something for weddings, which created the 1% solution. You never know where these things are going to lead you. I had a wonderful conversation today with a buddy of mine from Chicago who just came back from this amazing vacation. He was at the same time I was on vacation. He was in Asia, and we talked about some of the really incredible things that happened. And it was just a fun conversation between two friends. I won't mention his name in case he doesn't want me to name drop him, but it's Howard Wallach. And we talked about stuff friends talk about. So although he's taught me some amazing things, what I really learned is how to get balance from these guys. So you got convention season coming up. Mobile Beat is coming up. You can learn so much so fast to put money in your pocket to pay for it. People who go to a convention and don't learn enough to pay for it, we're probably just out partying and playing and not paying attention, because it really only takes a little bit. So you've got Mobile Beat coming up, you've got DJ Times coming up, you've got ARM DJs, you've got the Marquee Show, and I'm sure I'm missing lots of them. There's a convention somewhere every couple of months. Go, learn. And when you're there, you know how you meet people? You walk up and you say, "Hi, my name's Randy. Who are you from? Who are you?" That's how we meet people. It's no secret. Sometimes there's this myth of like, "Oh, these guys are all elite and they in their little cliques." It's not that we're in little cliques. It's that we've already become friends, and so we don't get to see each other very often. And it's like, "Hey, buddy, how you doing?" And we get in a conversation. But by all means, you just come over and, you want to be polite, obviously, but you interrupt the conversation. You say, "Hey, I just wanted to say hello and meet you." And if there's somebody who really piques your interest in a seminar, grab them and say, "Hey, let's go see if we can get a bite or a drink and pick your brain a little bit." They're amazing. So that's balance. Get some work-life balance. I'm out of the business. I'm now retired, and I still today talk to 3 different DJs from around the country about not DJ related stuff. I talked on the way home tonight after dinner, had a nice conversation with Big Daddy Sean McKee, hardest working man in show business. Would not know him if it weren't for attending conventions. So, and we talked about, family stuff. So I have these wonderful friends. If all by itself, that's worth attending a convention. The knowledge you get for your business, all by itself worth attending. When you put them together, man, you just can't miss out. So get a little more balance in your life. Make some friends. Don't be afraid of competition. They're your colleagues, not your competition. People will help you. And if people are trying to be, competitors and nasty about it, they're probably not going to be the kind of person you want as a friend anyway. So you move on. So sorry about the, Blair Witch shaky camera thing, but just quick look around the office. These are all the people from my company. We did a reunion picnic a couple of years ago. I'm still friends with all of these people. I didn't have a business anymore, but I still get to see them. These people up here, these are all the people that we shared an office with. 4 different DJ companies sharing one office. Ooh, how can that happen? Because we know there's enough business to go around and we help each other out. So hope that helps you. And my minute is almost up, down to the last couple seconds. So I see you next week.